Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a structure deck opening of the new Spirit Charmers. So it's a spellcaster deck, so I'm really excited to actually crack this open. I'm a bit gutted that they actually never gave us a reprint of Evenly Matched like the OCG did, but they always get nicer things. Now what we do? Oh, I actually forgot that we get different promo arts in these structure decks, so let's hope we get 3 different ones. So I'll just show you the mat anyway, just in case you've not seen it. There's some wee tips and tricks and stuff, and TCG art gallery. Never actually seen this before on the playmats, so that's quite cool. But well, we never ever use it. Actually, I want to see what other artworks I get, so put that down there. And third one, let's see if we can get one each. Actually, I don't think we can because I think there's 4. Ugh, that's a bit of a pain in the arse, but that just means we've got something valuable to trade for. And we got 2 here. Can we make it 3 in a row? Nah, we got the win. Let's see the totals as well. Nice, decent. Oh, it's actually the same thing card, but different total. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would just be the exact same total every single one, but that's quite cool. We get a doubler in the total, but. And we get a double in the total. See, you know for a fact. They did that all later on. I quite like these. The artwork's quite cool. I'll probably use the tokens more than I'll actually use these cards, but we never know. I've not really looked into these at all. So let's dive right in there and look at these together. If I can get the fucking thing open. Come on, there we go. See, there we go, we're fucking struggling again. Right, now that's a hard bit done. Right, so Awakening Possessed Nephro Archfiend. So you can special summon this card from your hand or deck by sending 1 face-up spellcaster monster and 1 face-up level 4 or lower earth monster you control to the graveyard. You can only use the following effects of Awakening Possessed once per turn. When this card is special summoned by its effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard but negate its effects. That's alright. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 spiritual earth art card or possessed spell trap for your deck. That's actually quite decent. I don't actually know what the Familiar Possessed actually do. I do actually have like the old core, but it was just never anything that I really looked into. So we've got Awakening Possessed, a Greater Iranifil. Oh fuck man, absolutely done that name man. You can special summon this card from your hand or deck by sending 1 face up spellcaster monster and 1 face up live. So they all have the same effect there. When this card is special summoned by its effect, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of 1 monster they control, your choice. If this card is sent, you can add 1 spiritual fire card or possessed. Same generic effect. Right, Grand Spiritual Art Akrina? Oh, mate, my fucking pronunciation is terrible. Negate your opponent's first monster effect that resolves each turn while you control a spellcaster monster with 1500 or less defense. That's like the right hand or the left hand. That's the continuous spell card that you search off of. Oh, my head went absolutely blank. It's like the spell that brings back the level 3s. Triff uses it a lot in his decks for pendulums and stuff. If you remember what it's called, leave a comment down below because I will forget all about this. Right, 15 June, your main phase, you can reveal one spellcaster monster from your hand, and if you do, add one monster with the same attribute, 1500 and 200 defense from your deck to your hand, and if you do, shuffle the revealed card into the deck. Okay, so basically it gets rid of these bricks, and then just replaces itself. Spirit Charmers. Discard one card to take two cards from your deck with different names from each other that are Charmer monsters, familiar possessed monsters, or possessed spell traps. Add one to your hand and then set. Right, that's 100% after that. Not even looking into this. This has got to be a free up. That's actually really fucking good. I don't know if you could actually make this into like a wee engine, like a wee mini engine, like having one of these, a familiar possessed trap or something. Because I don't know if the traps are any good. So that might be something to look into. Right, Geki. So this is what we got instead of evenly matched. Obviously, it just does the exact same thing. But who am I to judge? Possessed Partnership. So a trap card. Special summon one spellcaster monster with 1500 less defense from your hand or graveyard in attack position or face down defense position. Then, if you control monsters with two or more different attributes, you can destroy one face-up card on the field. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one possessed continuous spell trap in your graveyard. Take place at face-up on the field. You can only use effect. The graveyard effect seems better than what the actual effect is, but that seems alright. It's just basically a monster reborn, and then it just it replaces itself with a spell and trap, so that's alright. Is this the Earth Charmer? I think these are actually the old style ones, so the flip effects, which is probably a bit slow. So we've got here the Fire Charmer, the Wind Charmer. So this must have been the original version of this guy. Nefarious or Nefars, or Archfiend Earth, or the Nephronus. Oh fuck, I'm absolutely dreadful at these names. Jugabite, Nari Fire, Anu, Fairy Tale Sleeper, Fairy Tale Rella, and Fairy Tale Luna. So she's obviously the best one out of them all. I still want my girl Fairy Tale Snowback. Luna's just a wee side bitch compared to her. Witchcrafter, Aurora Golem, Aurora. That's actually quite a good wee reprint. It's had this will be its third print, because we've got the Secret, the Super or the Ultra, and now this. It's alright, it's a spellcaster deck, so it's easy, it's only wee hand trap. Dark Dorado. Witch of the Black Forest. So this will probably have the errata. I don't know if this would be the first print. I think it had a holo print and something ages ago for the new errata. Effect Veiler. It's always good to get Effect Veilers. You cannot grumble any form of hand trap inside a structure deck. Denko Sekka. That is actually really good. I say it's really good. I fucking hate Denko Sekka, especially when you're playing trap decks and somebody just goes like that. There you go, mate. Special summon game. Awakening Possessed. I think this came in Secret or Ultra or something, because I feel like I've seen that artwork before. Monsters you control gain 300 for each different attribute controller. If a spellcaster monster is normal summoned, you draw one card. It's alright. Can I see it being more than a one-off, like in an actual proper deck, with other things being added in? Can I see it being played, or I think at most it could be a one-off. If it's just a free structure deck, deck profile, then I'll probably have to play this at maybe 3, maybe 2, I don't know. We'll find out, because I'm going to do a free structure deck deck profile at the end of this video, just so, because I usually just do the opening and then I do another video and I always forget to do the budget one. So Secret Village of Spellcasters, always good reprint. Spellbook of Knowledge, that's a really good reprint. Wonder if you get secrets in it. Terraforming. Does it actually have a field spell? Oh, well, I know it's got spell with secrets. Oh, it does actually. The Enchari one. Book of Eclipse. You're about 4 formats too late for a good reprint of this card. Twin Twisters, can't grumble at a Twin Twister reprint. And Dark Ruler No More. So I actually knew Dark Ruler No More was in this set, and this is probably the best card, well, reprinted card in the set, unless there's something that I really don't know about, because this is generally the only one that I really knew anything about. So it's good. I think Dark Ruler No More was only sitting at about £7 or something, but having a common version is just going to be even more accessible to more people, and the fact it's in a structure deck. Unpossessed, a continuous trap card. Spiritual Earth Art Kurigan. Spiritual Water Art IO. Right, tribute 1 water monster, look at your opponent's hand, then send 1 card from the hand to the graveyard. Oh, that's actually quite good. That's a pointer of the Red Lotus without the life point deduction. So what does this one actually do? Tribute 1 elf, target 1 level 4 lower elf monster in your graveyard. Special summon that. Alright. I don't know. Like, could trigger something. Right, so Spiritual Fire Art, Kiruna. Tribute 1 fire monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal. That's alright. Spiritual Wind Art, Mayabi. Tribute 1 wind monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, place that. That's really good. See, if it was non-targeting, it'd be superb, but the fact it targets is a bit iffy, especially in a more competitive scene. Metaverse. T-Barrier. It's always good to have T-Barrier. With the new Phantom Rage set coming out, we've got the new kind of D-Barrier and is it Waving Place? Waving Point? Can't remember. Soul Morning, good card. Familiar Possessed Azui. So it looks like, I don't know if this is the actual theme behind it, but it's like these wee fuckers are digivolving. That's like kind of what I'm thinking. I might be absolutely tripping here, but that's what I'm kind of, the feeling I'm kind of getting. Oh well. So we've got Familiar Possessed Era, Hieta and Win, and then we've got some random wee promotion things. I've actually, if you've not already seen, opened 3 boxes of Phantom Rage, so please go check that out. And yeah, so well, I racked my brains and paused this video to go and do a wee bit of playtesting with this. I will see what kind of free structured deck I can come up with. So I'll see you soon. Alright, that's me back. So that was a random couple of hours, just playtesting and stuff. I was trying to play it on EDO Pro and stuff, but generally everyone's playing meta on that, so this is the best list that I could possibly think of and build with the limited resources. So I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, if you're on the fence about buying this structure deck, right, I'll be honest, 100%, in the current form with just 3 structure decks, I think it's a very lackluster deck. It's kind of control-y, it's not really got a real end product or win condition really, apart from trying to control your opponent. But the main thing about buying this structure deck, for me personally, is if it's somebody that's just starting out and they're looking for something to pick up, it is generally the best structure deck for the side deck cards or just wee generic building things. Because look, 3 Twin Twisters, right, so they're a Sacred Village, right, just depending on if you play a spellcaster deck. 3 Dark Ruler No More, Dimensional Barrier and Denko Sekka, like that is genuinely a side deck. But most decks will maybe know that because that goes in a main deck and stuff. but you've got effect veilers and stuff that have got main decked. But genuinely, if you're looking to build a side deck on the cheap, buy 3 of these structure decks, and it will cost, you'll get more for your money than you would if you were trying to buy these singles. So that's a wee tip for you if you are thinking about getting a structure deck. But I really do want to get into the deck and try and make it a wee bit more competitive and stuff, with access to a wide array of cards and stuff. So let's just dive right into it and stop my mumbling. So I play for the Familiar Possessed 2 Asuna, 2 wind, 1 area, or 1 heater. So I think Asura, like going with the elf theme, is probably the best way to go for this deck, because you can recycle the elf stuff and bring out the elf stuff a lot easier than you can with the other stuff, and the retrain has a better effect. So that is why these are just literally resources and just types and stuff. The main downside to this structure deck, 100%, is not having any form of extra deck is a bit of a pain in the arse. And I genuinely don't know why we never got one. It's probably because we've had it printed in every other set since Hank Heater was the first one to come out. And yeah, I just wish we did have an extra deck, but we can't always get what we want. The reprints for the prints for the side deck are worth buying the structure deck alone. So we play 2 of the new retrained Archfiend, and we play 3 of the original Archfiend. I just feel like he's got the best generic effect, obviously for being the side, well, no side deck card. What would you even call them? Being the best, like Digimon or Pokemon, like the rest of them. Like, these are generically good, like just because you can special summon them, and if you control a spellcaster, which means being able to summon him out's a lot easier and things like that. And it just gives you more board presence, actually getting more things onto the board, which is good, and you can't really grumble at that. But that's my thoughts on the Possessed, or Familiar Possessed, or whatever you want to call them. And basically the Stratos of the deck is Fairy Tail Luna. She's probably got the best interruption effect in the deck, effect veiler obviously, and our effect to be able to search out any one of these is like really good, and I think she is the main boss monster, no boss monster, but main like focal point and strongest monster in the deck, being like the normal summon and the interruption. Then we play 3 effect veiler and 2 Golem Aurora. So everybody knows, if you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you're just getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand traps are amazing. If you can surprise your opponent with an interruption, that is the best form of interruption, which consists of traps and spells and stuff. So effect veiler at 3, it's good that it's not once per turn, and Aurora will just catches people off. So that's why we play them. That is the monster lineup. So it's quite a generic, quite easy going wee list and stuff. But this is my first take on it, my first thoughts on it. Basically the way that I'd worked the deck out is I put in the things that are really good. So basically hand traps and Luna, as soon as I noticed that she could search out these. They were mandatory staples, then it was just fiddling about with the ratios and stuff. But I think in a more competitive build, most of these will be cut down to the bare minimum. The best card in the deck, like 100%. There is no denying this is the best card in the deck. The fact that you can discard 1 card and then get 2 resources for it, so mathematically you don't lose anything, you just gain, which is really good. And I would really like to see if this turns into a wee engine and stuff, but hands down, this has to be a free of. We play 2 of the field spell and 1 terraforming. I tried to keep it as consistent as possible, so playing the terraforming means that you thin your deck down, and I can't merit playing 4 copies of this basically. The negation of monster effect, first monster effect is quite good, and then you can basically spin one and reveal one, spin it into the deck, and then replace it with a familiar. It is quite good, and it helps you like build up boards and stuff, like being able to bring out the special summonable ones and things. It is quite good, but it can be lackluster. That's the thing. In opening the structure deck, I said that I feel that this was definitely a one-of. I couldn't see it being more than a one-of, but in how the deck is, like super tight, and we don't have any draw power, I didn't want to use the Spellbook of Knowledge because I felt like we were losing advantage. We need to try and keep things on the board, and this helps us keep things on the board as well as getting a draw. Obviously, we lose like resources and stuff if we play the Spellbook of Knowledge because we're not really playing any cards to bring. We are playing cards to bring things back, but it's luck of the draw. So I wanted to be as most consistent and try and maintain a board presence. That's because that's what this deck needs, is to maintain board presence. Then on to the traps, we play 3 Possessed Partnership. So it lets you special summon, and then you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 possessed spell, continuous spell or trap, which doesn't really come up all that often, but we do play the continuous trap card in Unpossessed. It is a good option to have, and that's pretty much the main reason why we actually play this card, is to summon it and to be able to recycle this, because this keeps our Charmers on the board, because it stops them from being killed by battle, which is really good. As long as we can keep these monsters on the board, we can maintain a bit of presence, a bit of dominance and stuff. I just wish that the actual spiritual fire art cards and wind and waters and stuff, I wish these were just better, but the tribute is a bit of a pain, because I really wanted to play the water one. I thought that was generically going to be the best card to actually play, so my first thoughts was definitely that Era had to be a free of 100%, but we didn't get much off it as I personally wanted, so that's why we cut all these. We don't play any of them because we want to maintain board presence. That's the main thing. I keep on saying it, because if we end up with no monsters, we have no spells like recursion, no trap recursion, no monster recursion. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm not really like doing the deck very much justice. It's just I want to be 100% honest with you, because there's no point in me saying it's the best deck, it's this, when it's clearly not, and I'm not wanting to be talking shite. So we play 3 Solemn Warnings. It's a counter trap, can stop your opponent dead, depending on if they go into Anaconda, stuff like that. It was generically the most powerful trap that I could put into the deck, and that's why I felt like it merited being played at 3. So yeah, that's my 3 structured deck budget build. So if you have any changes or any thoughts on the ratios and stuff like that, or any questions on why I decided to play them at this ratio or this type, feel free to leave a comment. Happy to reply. But yeah, all in all, I'll give you my end review. The deck itself, lackluster, doesn't have a win condition, doesn't maintain board presence very well. It's if I was rating it just solely on the deck, the structure deck, I would probably give it, I think it'd be scraping a 3 or a 4 if I'm being genuinely honest. But the structure deck, I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10, just solely on the fact that you have a side deck, like a pre-built side deck is what you generally have. So now that I've done the profile, I can actually just go on and show you. So free effect veiler, you know, any hand trap in the side deck is really good. Free Denko Sekka, the dimensional barrier, Dark Ruler no Mores, and then the free Twin Twisters. That's you got a 15 card side deck just from free structure decks. Do you know what I mean? So this is the best part of this structure deck, 100%. So I'm going to stop ranting on and I'm going to end the video there. I hope you did enjoy it. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have something to say or you want to ask any questions and anything you want to do. And if you liked the video and just liked me, well, being just dead honest and my thoughts to the structure deck, then please give it a like and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace.